Hello, welcome back. Okay, so get this. What if trauma just wasn't a thing? Like, imagine you could go through the worst day ever and then wake up the next morning feeling totally fine. No emotional baggage, no PTSD, no nothing. Sounds pretty sweet, right? But hold up, because this could get weird real fast. First off, let's talk about what this would actually mean. I'm not saying bad stuff doesn't happen anymore. Nah, life would still throw its curveballs. You'd still have breakups, lose jobs, maybe even get into accidents. But here's the kicker. None of that stuff would mess you up long term. It's like having emotional Teflon. Everything just slides right off. Now, on the surface, this sounds awesome. No more therapy bills, no more crying yourself to sleep over something that happened years ago. You could watch the scariest movie ever and be totally chill afterwards. Heck, you could probably binge watch true crime docs all day and sleep like a baby. But here's where it gets tricky. Without trauma, would we even learn from our mistakes? Like, imagine touching a hot stove and not remembering that it hurt. You'd just keep doing it over and over? Ouch, right? So maybe we'd all become these fearless but kinda dumb adrenaline junkies. And what about empathy? A lot of our ability to connect with others comes from shared experiences, especially the tough ones. If nobody's carrying around emotional scars, would we even understand when someone else is going through something rough? We might all turn into those annoying people who are like, just get over it, every time someone's upset. Think about how this would change our relationships. No more bonding over shared hardships. No more what doesn't kill you makes you stronger pep talks. Would we even appreciate the good times if the bad times didn't leave a mark? And let's talk about mental health for a sec. The whole industry would be turned upside down. Therapists, counselors, support groups, they'd all be out of a job. Instead of, how does that make you feel? It'd be more like, oh, that happened? Anyway, moving on. Maybe we'd see a rise in, I don't know, extreme sports therapists or something. Tell me about your latest near-death experience. How rad was it? But here's a wild thought. Would we become more reckless as a society? If there are no emotional consequences, what's stopping people from doing crazy, dangerous stuff? You could rob a bank, get caught, go to jail, and come out like, well, that was a fun Tuesday. It's kind of scary when you think about it. On the flip side, maybe we'd all become super resilient, like emotional superheroes. Nothing could bring us down. Bad breakup, no prob. Lost your job? Whatever, on to the next one. In a way, we'd all be living our best no-regrets life. But then again, would we lose something essential about being human? All that stuff we go through, the good and the bad, it shapes who we are. Without trauma, would we all just be these shallow, happy-go-lucky people with no depth? Like, would all our music just be cheesy pop songs because nobody's writing those deep, soulful ballads anymore? And what about history? So much of what we learn from the past is tied to traumatic events. Without the emotional impact, would we even care about preventing wars or fighting injustice? Yeah, that genocide happened, but no biggie. Yikes, right? Here's another thing to chew on now. Would we lose our survival instincts? A lot of our fear responses are there to keep us alive. If we're not affected by scary experiences, would we all just become these fearless, reckless daredevils? The human race might not last too long if we're all jumping off cliffs for funsies. But maybe, just maybe, it would free us up to focus on the positive stuff. Without all that emotional baggage weighing us down, we could put all our energy into creating, exploring, and connecting. Imagine a world where everyone's always operating at their best, not held back by past hurts or fears. Then again, would we even appreciate happiness if we never really felt sad? It's like, how do you know something's good if you've never experienced bad? We might all just become these emotionally neutral zombies. Never too high, never too low. So, yeah, a world without trauma? It's a trippy idea. On one hand, it sounds like a dream come true. No more PTSD, no more anxiety disorders, no more crushing depression. But on the other hand, we might lose a big part of what makes us human. In the end, maybe trauma, as much as it sucks, serves a purpose. It teaches us, it connects us, it makes us appreciate the good times. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we should go looking for traumatic experiences. But maybe, just maybe, Being able to overcome them is what makes life meaningful. But hey, enough of my rambling. What do you think about all this? Would a world without trauma be a dream come true or a total nightmare? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this crazy idea. If you enjoyed this little mind bender, why not stick around for more? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. There's plenty more what-if scenarios coming that'll make your brain wonder. Oh, and if you really dug this video, show it some love with a like. It helps more people find our little corner of weirdness on the internet. Bye.